Lesson 11-2, Analyze Reflections. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to reflect two-dimensional figures. Example 1. Understand reflections. The client wants the architect to flip the placement of the grill, putting it on the other side of the patio. Where does the client want the grill to be placed? In this problem, it's easiest to visualize this problem using a picture. What you'll notice is that the patio has been divided into two parts, and you see the red dotted line on your paper that shows those two parts. The architect can flip the placement of the grill over the vertical line segment that divides the patio. This is what we call a reflection or a flip. This kind of transformation goes over a line of reflection, and it is the same distance from the line of reflection but on the opposite side. So as we move the grill to its new location on the other side of the patio, we want it to be an equal distance away from that central line. And by doing that, basically what we have done is create a mirror image. Notice that the grill is in the same distance from the center, but on the opposite side of the patio. It still has the same shape and the same size. It's just the orientation or the direction of that location has been changed. A line of reflection is the line over which the figure is reflected. The original location and the new location of the grill are the same distance from this line of reflection. Try it. While updating the design, the architect accidentally clicked on the chair and reflected it across the center line. Draw the new location of the chair on the plan. So what you might notice is that there is a chair here, and we're going to draw that chair on the other side. Notice that it is in the same place, the same location, but on opposite sides of that line of reflection. Now the question that we see down here, it asks us, how do we see that pre-image and image and compare them after that reflection? Well, remember that the pre-image is the original design or the original location. The image is the location after the transformation. So after that transformation, our image tells us where that object is now located. Example 2, reflect a figure on a coordinate plane. Polygon ABCDE has vertices A, B, C, D, and E as you see them here on the graph. So you have points A, B, C, D, and E that create that polygon. Graph and label the vertices of A, B, C, D, E and its image A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime, and E prime after a reflection across the x-axis. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that you understand where the x-axis is and where the original image is located compared to that x-axis. So in this case, you'll notice that the distance between the x-axis and point A is a distance of 2 units, which means the image will also have a distance of 2 units from the x-axis, but in the opposite direction. Now, the image polygon has a new name. Okay, anytime we see that single apostrophe, we read that, let me try that again. We read that as A prime. If we see a B with the apostrophe, we read it as B prime, and so forth. Okay, so when I draw the image, what I want to make sure that I do is get the corresponding sides and angles the same. Their positions are the ones that are different. So if point B is a total of 4 units above the x-axis, then B prime would be a total of 4 units below the x-axis. If C is, let's say, 5 units above the x-axis, then C prime is 5 units below. Same thing with D and E until you draw the exact same figure in its mirror image across that x-axis. Now let's look at the triad. Quadrilateral KLMN has vertices at K 2, 6, L 3, 8, M 5, 4, and N 3, 2. It is reflected across the y-axis, resulting in quadrilateral K prime, L prime, M prime, N prime. What are the coordinates of point N prime? Well, in this case, the only set of coordinates that we're worried about on that quadrilateral are the point that goes with N as that vertice. So as we look for N prime, we need to decide how this reflection would look. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sketch an x-axis and a y-axis. And I want you to remember that the y-axis is the one that it tells us it's reflecting across. So when I look at the point N 3, 2, that means it went over 3 on the x-axis and it went up 2 on the y-axis. In order to find the coordinates for point N prime, as it's going across this y-axis again, okay, so here's my y-axis. I've got it in the black and red combination there. Then remember that it is staying above the x-axis, and what I'm trying to do is see where it's going to land on the other side of that y-axis. So in this case, it should go over to a -3, but still be at a +2. So the coordinates of N prime would be a -3, +2 in order to be reflected across that y-axis. Example 3 will help us describe a reflection using a rule. What is the rule that describes the reflection that maps parallelogram ABCD onto parallelogram A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime? So you'll notice here that we have the parallelogram in black, and it is on the right side of that y-axis. And then we have parallelogram that is the image along the left side of the y-axis. So the line of reflection here is the y-axis. So let's take a look at the mapping. A to A prime, C to C prime. You can see where the B and the D points are accordingly along that y-axis or across that y-axis. So the generalization or the rule when reflecting across the y-axis is that the y-coordinate stays the same and the x-coordinate is the opposite. So notice back up here, we just did this a minute ago with the triad in example 2. Did you notice that the x-coordinate here went from a +3 to a -3, but the y-coordinate stayed the same? The reason that happens is because we are not changing the height of the figure, which would be a y-axis change, that up and down change. Instead, we are sliding it or reflecting it across the y-axis, which is why the x number is changing. So each point of that pre-image ABCD is the same distance from the line of reflection, or the y-axis in this case, as the corresponding point of image A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. Now let's take a look at the triad. Polygon ABCDE is reflected across the line x equals -2. Well, if x equals -2, then that means no matter what the y number is, the x number is always -2. And that creates a vertical line that looks like this. If I want to reflect that figure across the red line that I've just drawn at x equals -2, then I can create those image points for A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime, and E prime. And I do that by looking at the distance of that point from that line of reflection. So here's what that new figure looks like. Now, it's the exact same shape, in the exact same size. It is just what we would consider a mirror image. Reflections are nothing more than mirror images, which means the angle sizes in this figure are all the same.